What's good? Good morning, chat. Good morning to the Ghetto Cafe. This is the AM Wake Up Show with Rios, the number one morning show in the whole wide world, Craig. The whole wide world. What's going down, man? What is going down? Blessings to everybody. It's a blessing that we up in here. It's a blessing we woke up this morning. God's got us. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Glory be to God. In Jesus' name, amen. Let's get this going, man. Want to give a special shout out to Dogface yesterday. Amazing. Because now I feel no pressure to have to watch some shit that I don't want to watch because I thought y'all wanted to be updated on stuff. Now I got rid of that pressure. I don't have to be watching and looking at pages and meme pages and trying to figure out, like, I have been released. I have been released. Amen, 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 amen. And it feels good. It feels really good, actually, to not have that pressure of having to watch or update or look at this and look at that, of stuff that I necessarily wouldn't be looking at. So that's a blessing in itself. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Let's go, man. Let's give a special shout out to the New York Knicks for the dub last night. They got them a dub. New York got that dub, right? Shout out to New York, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm getting a write-up for being late because I was celebrating New York, the Knicks win, the Knicks dub last night. So I stayed up late celebrating the Knicks, New York Knicks win, Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, the Knicks are cooked. The Knicks are cooked, man. I just had to troll for a little bit. I saw my boy Dogface in here. The time that I do root for New York, the time that I do root for the Knicks, hey, lay a damn egg, man. These cats out there laying a damn egg, man. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your juice, get your smoothie, get your smoke, whatever your morning ritual is, get it done, get going. Shout out to the parents, shout out to the adults, shout out to the kids out there on their way to school, already at school, parents on their way to work, already at work, adults in traffic. Shout out to y'all because what you do is matters. But get your coffee, get your tea, man. I got mine. It's a little hot right now. But let's celebrate for the Knicks. I'm a Yankee fan. Look at what the Yankees did to me last year, man. It's just it's hard. It's hard out here on the player, man. It's hard out here on the player, man. What is it? We're just gonna start this off real quick. Is New York being punished right now? Like, no, I'm being serious. I'm being really, really serious. I'm not shitting on New York. But it's like they've been getting to the show, they've been getting to the dance, but they just haven't been able to capitalize on the big moments. Mets, until the Mets win something, I don't want to hear nothing about the Mets. But is New York cursed right now? Is New York got a dark cloud over them? What's happening to New York? And because I've just been paying attention, I've been watching, I've been looking. But you know what, though? I will give New York credit where credit is due. You know where New York is killing it? Do y'all know? I'm gonna let y'all take a guess. I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. You guys tell me, where is New York killing it right now? Yeah, Solo definitely messed up going to the Mets. Where is New York killing it? Absolutely killing it right now. And I don't think people talk about it enough. Damn, that's hot. God damn, that's hot. Oh man, I've been released. Dogface, you don't even know how good you. Shout out to you, man. Blessings to your family. You know who called it? GFS Sunshine Baby. You right. It's gonna be the Pacers and OKC. GFS called this shit a long time ago. Shout out to Rob Gotti. Shout out to Sunshine Baby. GFS called it a long time ago. He said it. Before they played the game, he said what was gonna happen. JPZ, outside of fashion, nothing for real. Nope. Y'all missing something. Y'all missing something, man. The baby oil warehouse. Y'all don't know, man? Y'all don't know where New York is killing it? Come on, you guys. I'm waiting for Dogface. Dogface has to have one. Where is New York killing it? Come on, man. Come on. You guys don't be doing New York like that, y'all. Don't do New York like that. The Sizzle Show. Anything. 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 Where is New York killing it in anything? I'm asking y'all because I got one that y'all no one's talking about. I'm just waiting for y'all to. He said Rikers Island. Rikers. Stoners Committee, what's going down with you players? Shout out to y'all, man. Stoners Committee, if y'all not paying attention to them, pay attention to them, man. Let's go. Not the... Damn, man. Come on, man. No New York hate. No New York hate. Ace Boy Dogface says style, swag, and grace. I have seen a couple cats from New York be fashioned up like ASAP Rocky. They be wearing like skirts and stuff. You know, you into that kind of fashion. WNBA championship. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm just gonna say it, man. In podcasting and streaming, all these young active cracking streamers, all these young cracking streamers, all the cracking podcasts, killing it. Jada and Jada Kiss and Fat Joe's podcast is killing it. Joe Budden is killing it. I think Rory and Maul is killing it. But when it comes to like live stream, and being streamers like Kai Cenat and all his crew, all those guys, they're all from like New York, and they are absolutely destroying the game. They killing it. I guess you could say entertainment because like acting, a lot of top actors are from there, but I was gonna say streaming and podcasting. The crazy thing is everybody's saying that streaming and podcasting is the future of everything. Like everything is going this direction. So if they're killing it in podcasting, they basically are ahead of the curve because they say this is the future of what's going on. Y'all didn't think about that? Daily reprieve. We're trying to be nice, man. We're being nice here. We're trying to be nice. 919. Why you gotta give like that was ugly, 919? Dang, I'm trying to give y'all love. Why you gonna bring up the fires, dude? Like people lost their homes, man. Families lost their livelihoods. Jeez, dude. Just because I said where's New York killing it? Oh God. Let's see. Hold on. Let me answer this. I'm gonna answer this, but let me turn on Bluetooth real quick. I gotta turn on Bluetooth. I wasn't expecting to call this early, but let me turn on Bluetooth first. Let me get this going. Let me get that connected. Let me get my headsets on. I didn't mean to make nobody mad this morning. I didn't mean to make nobody mad this morning, man. Like, don't be mad at me, y'all. I was just trying to bring up the pod streamers and the podcasters, pod livers and the live casters. Caller, where you calling from? What's your name? This is who? Go ahead, say it again.
I'm Alberto from Denver checking in. I'm just trying to spread some positivity this morning.
Let's go. We got Denver, Colorado in the building. We spreading love and we showing some love to New York, man. It's a good time to give them some love. They might be in a little bit of a hurt right now. They might be in a little bit of a dark place. They had a bad loss. Looks like the Knicks ain't gonna make it out the Eastern Conference Finals. So I wanted to bring up something and shed some light on what they are killing it at, and it's important. These cats is killing it in live streaming and podcasting. What's up, Alberto? How you
There
doing,
you
man?
go. Yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm over here. Today's my daughter graduates high school,
Right.
and
Nice.
I needed some positivity when to a grown woman and trying to be a grown woman, trying to get ready at the same time. I'm like, please, Rios, log in.
You just gotta look. You just
So
gotta remember, it's about her. You just gotta throw your hands up. You know what?
yeah,
This is her big day. She's graduating. She put in a lot of work, and you guys also put in a lot of work to help her get to this moment. You know what I mean? So let her have her special day. She thinks she grown.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to be a grown woman, but
She
yeah.
thinks she grown.
But yeah, I just wanted to sprinkle a little positivity in there. My birthday was Monday. Today's this, so
Hey, happy belated birthday, man. You
and
got your graduation going on. Like right now is a busy time. We got graduations and all kinds of stuff happening, but the that's
yeah,
amazing. But another amazing good thing
I
is
hit,
that out of the graduations, it means it's summertime. So like we about to
yeah,
go crazy this summer. We ain't got school, we ain't got nothing. Like I could just stream. You know, I could try to be like New York and be like a vicious live streamer, you know? Shout
there
out
you go.
shout out New York, man.
Did you did you did you sign up to be in the streamer university like T-Rail or not?
Nah, I didn't do it. I didn't really catch on to what they had going on till late. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have signed up for it anyway, but I didn't catch on to what was going on till later on. They did some cool shit. They did some positive stuff, and like it was pretty tight. I like what Kai Sanat is doing. Is a young cat killing the game. Um, but it goes to show that. Let me go ahead and say I'm trying to be positive. I'm not trying to be on the negative stuff. I appreciate what they did at the Streamer University, but it goes to show that all it takes is a bad body, a BBL, and a pretty face to get you successful in life and be on
It
some
it really
degrading shit, and that's gonna elevate you to the front of the line.
but the sad thing is, I was looking yesterday that there's one because there's the big streamers and then there's smaller streamers. He took a little bit of everything,
Yeah,
and I saw a clip of this smaller streamer complaining to Kai that all the big streamers were messing up the classes. He's like, we're here to learn, but these guys that are bigger think it's a joke and they're ruining it for us.
mm,
That's the sad part.
that's
So I
true.
mean,
That's true. But also, hey man, shut up and take advantage of what we got here for you.
well, in a way, they gotta stand in the background. They gotta stand in the background and see why are they going viral. Unfortunately, sometimes it's for the wrong reason. But I'm like, okay, they're doing this, they're doing that. You gotta just pick up the little coins they're dropping.
Yeah, that's
So
true. And like also say if it's that's the case, like if the classes and schooling, like I saw Agent Double Zero or something. He had a great class. I watched somebody send me the clips of him dropping gems and gaming people up in his class. He had a great class. But if at the bare minimum, take it as a networking opportunity. Just take it as a complete
yeah,
networking opportunity. Like you're meeting some of the biggest streamers. You're meeting some of the biggest crews or whatever. Sit back, look at how they're operating, and see what they're doing to be successful. Like, see, like, start. Why don't you just instead of just the classes? Why don't you have these conversations with them and ask them some of the important conversations? It's almost like that. Would you rather $500,000 or sit down at the table with Jay Z? If you have the opportunity to talk to Kai Sanat, you know what the last thing I would talk to him about is that the other streamers are being too loud in class. That's the last thing I would talk to him about.
Yep, you got to take advantage of you actually even being there, because not everybody was able to be there. You know what I mean?
You know, and so that you have an opportunity to take advantage of. It may not be exactly what you thought it was, but you're in a great position to take advantage of this. There was a girl who got bullied, and Kai Sanat and some of the other big streamers came and like gave her support, and I think like she went from like 1,200 followers to the next day or the next few days to 48,000. So there was a lot of positive that did come out of it. But what it did show me is that it showed me what we already know, is that the little bit of drama, the like the entertainment, the sexy body, the sexy girl, and the degrading of a girl, you know what I mean? Like men fighting over a girl, like, oh, that's my ball, that's my basketball. And like it's just it lets you, it's basically reassuring what you already know. It's already telling you that that's what's going to, like, I think she gained, and she's not, I'm talking about India Love. She's not even I don't even think she was a streamer, or she wasn't streaming like that, but she gained 400,000 followers off of Streamer University. DDG gained 400,000 followers off of Streamer University. I think he got 15,000 more subscribers through Streamer University. That shit was huge, what they did. And they were already big before, but I think it was a wake-up call to the world. Like, hey, check out how vicious we are and how important it is what we're doing. Like, this is where it's at. And New York has got a grip on that right now.
Yep, big time. But yeah, I just wanted to call in and bring it out there and say, like Dogface said yesterday, we like what you're doing, man, and you don't have to do exactly all this thing or whatever. Just do what you do, because no matter what, you bringing us up or whatever or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, oh, do it exactly like this. Obviously, you're gonna do what you want to do to your show, but we appreciate it and thank you, my boy.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for calling in, and blessings to you and your family. Enjoy your daughter, man. Enjoy the graduation. Celebrate her. Make her feel like 1,000 million, 100 billion, trillion bucks today, man.
Well, we'll see what this grown-ass woman wants to do. So we'll have to see what she says. So.
Let's see what this grown-up do today. Let's see how she acted. That's funny.
Yeah, all right, man. You have a good one, my boy.
All right, man. Somebody said the Brazilian kid gained a lot of followers also. There was way more advantages than, there was way more perks and cons to the Streamer University to me. There was way more perks. And the other thing is these are kids. These are kids, man. I'm not hating or anything like that. It just let me know that it is what we thought. You know what I mean? Like, the drama sells, sex sells. That's basics. We know that. You know what I mean? But that's what garnered a lot of the attention. You know what I mean? Like the DDG, the Dennis Duke, the India Spice. But there was a lot of other stuff happening. There was a lot of like DDG being silly, going to throwing parties and pool parties and this and that. And there was a dynamic between the small streamers and the bigger streamers, but that's going to happen. They're celebrities. They're basically celebrities. You got F, A, B, C, D, E. What is it? Do they go all the way to E-list? Do they go all the way to E-list celebrities? Like E-list celebrities with A-list celebrities, all bunked in the same dorm. You think if it was an E-list celebrity hanging out with a bunch of A-list celebrities, they'd be like, damn, man, Denzel just getting too much attention. I don't know why Denzel getting all this attention. Because he's a star. He's a star. I got something that'll make y'all feel good too. I got some feel good shit for y'all. This is to make New York feel better. New York is in a little rut. They're in a rut right now. You know what I mean? Like they in the Hudson River right now, looking for seashells in the Hudson River. Like, let me see. Let me hook y'all up real quick.
Per individual stream.
I'm gonna say he makes like $100,000.
Okay.
It might
toothbrush for me.
Oh shit. No, not this. No, this is not the good stuff from New York. This is not the good stuff from New York. Oh shoot. Wait. Damn it, New York. I'm sorry. God dog it. That's not what I tried to play. My bad, y'all. That was not that wasn't it.
How much does Kai Cenat make per individual stream?
I'm going to say he makes like $100,000.
Okay.
It might seem outrageous, but...
Okay, so I'm going to tell you. We'll see if you're right or wrong. I broke down the numbers.
I apologize for that other video, y'all. That was Puff Daddy. Sorry, you guys. Sorry, Dogface, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to play that. That wasn't what I meant to play. Shit. You try to do something good. You try to be a good person. Oh, man. This is what I wanted to play, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about the Diddy monster. The NY Diddy monster. Sorry. But check this out. Check this shit out. This young cat, I'm not sure how old Kai Cenat is, but listen to this crap. Shout out New York.
Kai Cenat's tier 1 subscriptions, which means it's $4.99 per month. That's the highest tier you can pay to be a subscriber. This is only his tier 1 subscriptions, could make him up to $3.6 million per month.
Oh.
That's just subscriptions. Just subscriptions. That's not donations. That's not sponsors. That's not brand deals, whatever you want to call it.
Wow. He streamed 10 times last month, which means he made $360,000 per stream.
For 10 times a month?
That's ridiculous.
I thought he streams like every day. He only does like 10 times a month?
He does that once a year, I think. Each stream was about 5 hours long, which means that he's making $72,000 per hour of work.
That's probably one of the highest paid professions of all time.
That's a salary every hour he streams.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, kudos to him. He's absolutely murdering the
that
game right
means
now. Okay.
he is making $1,200 per minute of work.
What?
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
It's crazy. I don't even know what to say to that.
My synopsis from all of this is that we need to start streaming. If we could get 5% of that, not even 1% of that money, we would be very happy. How much does Kai Cenat make?
$1,200 per minute. This young man, young black man, if that is not black excellence, if that's not something to celebrate, if that's not something to be proud of, New York should be celebrating this young man. New York should be celebrating what he's got going on, what he's building, how he's helping people. I don't know if it's being talked about enough. I just don't know if it's being talked about enough. And I don't want to do no comparison, like if it was this and if it was that, would it be there? But I just know what it is right now. I just know the reality of it is that this young man is killing it, making a ton of money. And to me, I don't see him compromising much of who he is, compromising his character. I think he is who he is, and what he presents is who he is. Yeah, there's some stuff on there that's like WWE and like content drama, but it's all good. It's entertainment. It is entertainment. India Spice. Who would have thought to get what's her name? India Love. Who would have thought to get India Love on Streamer University? Who thought to do that? Who was like, you know what? It'd be a good idea to get India Love on here. And she was an absolute hit. She was the talk of the town. She took over. And she allowed Duke Dennis and Diddy G to have a storyline and some content and some back and forth. Like, I mean, these kids are doing a great job. I'm not trying to, what y'all would say, what the New Yorkers be saying, glazing. I'm not trying to glaze. I'm just giving props to this dude. But she's dope. I mean, he's dope for whatever they vision that they had. They had MVPs. They had like awards that they gave out. Whatever it was, whatever drawing board that they went to come up with Streamer University, amazing idea. I would like to see the numbers on. I would like to see the numbers on how much just out of the 150 people that were there, and all the streams combined, how much attention and how much views they got as a team, as a whole. Like, I feel like they took over Twitch for the weekend. Not that I be paying attention to Twitch like that, but look, I don't even pay attention to Twitch, and even me, I'm watching Twitch, watching some of the things, checking out the Streamer University stuff. It was bomb. So how old is Kai Cenat? Let me see how old he is. This dude is 23 years old. 23 years old, this dude is, man. I'm even shocked by that. I'm even shocked by that. 23? I'm so glad it's this cat and not like academics. Academics want to be like all these other people that these drama, negative, ugly acting people want to be acting like they're running the world. Like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the biggest baller. This, check me out. I run things. Things go through me. No, shut up. Things go through Kai Cenat. People like this. And I think there's a couple other people out there. I don't know who they are. I don't know their names. But Kai Cenat, I'm happy it's him. I'm happy it's this young 23-year-old black man that's doing what he's doing. Y'all acting like yelling at the screen and calling women bitchs and doing all that real negative stuff. The real negative stuff is what's going to get you to win. Nah, I like the young cats, the 23-year-old young black man that's on here having a great time, being entertaining, full of energy. Got Kevin Hart, Drewski, got all these cats interacting with him, man. Shout out to him. That's all. That's what I wanted to say. You know what? There's another video with because I just think about when I was 23. There was a dude, I think it was the AMAs. It was an award show. Let me just say that. There was an award show, and Kai Cenat was streaming at the award show, and a dude came up to him with his daughter and said, like promoting Kanye, like, we just want to show love to Kanye. And I think the way Kai Cenat handled it was great for a young kid, man.
We love Ye for being outspoken regardless, because it's America, and I think it's a great thing to live in a free country. Don't you, Guy? I think it's a free country.
So you really hopped on my stream, knowing my influence.
Yeah.
So come on here and say that.
I think he's a great guy that at the end of the day, you have a dialogue with him.
And that's what I'm going to say.
That's an old man right there talking to her. That's an old, look like an old white man talking to her. Look at how his daughter is looking. Look at his daughter's even like, Dad, what? You proud of Kanye? Come on, man. Hold on.
I want to protect my energy.
Yeah. Well,
I think I want to protect my energy. This is coming from a 23-year-old. Dub, New York W.
I think you letting them talk is a good thing.
Look, I'm going to politely ask you, get out of here, guys.
Get out of here,
we
guys.
think it's good to have free opinions.
All right, I get
God
it.
bless you, Kai.
But I don't want that. Whatever you got
And he banged on him. Get out of here, cuz.
going on, you deal with that. Thank you for your service.
I want to say we love Ye. We love Ye for being outspoken regardless, because it's America, and I think it's a great thing to live in a free country. Don't you, Guy? I think it's a free country.
So you really hopped on my stream, knowing my influence.
Yeah.
So come on here and say that.
I think he's a great guy that at the end of the day, you have a dialogue with him.
And that's what I'm going to say.
guy.
I think I want to protect my energy.
Yeah. Well, I think you letting them talk is a good thing.
Look, I'm going to politely ask you, get out of here, guys.
Get out of
Well,
here,
we
guys.
think it's good to have free opinions.
All right, I get
God
it.
bless
But
you, Kai.
Look, and then he
I don't
goes,
want
thanks
that.
to soldiers.
Whatever you got going on, you deal with that. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service to the soldiers. Thank you for your service for the country. While you talking about this BS, this hate speech, while you talking about that BS, let me go ahead and congratulate some real some real men that stand up for America. Let me go ahead and congratulate these soldiers. I don't think it could have been a better display of character and staying on top of your game and not letting somebody knock you out your square. I think what I think about this, I'm going to protect my energy, and I'm about to go salute these soldiers and say thank you for your service while you over here acting like a goddamn clown. And that was dope. One more
Being
time for
outspoken
Kai
regardless, because it's America, and I think it's a great thing to live in a free country. Don't you, Guy? I think it's a free country.
So you
It's good to have
really,
opinions.
you really hopped on my stream, knowing my influence.
Yeah.
To come on here and say that.
I think he's a great guy that at the end of the day, you have a dialogue with him.
Hey, that's what I'm gonna say. I think I want to protect my energy.
Yeah, well, I think you letting him talk is a good thing.
But no, I'm gonna politely ask you, get out of here, guys.
Well, we think it's good to have free opinions.
All right, I get
God
it,
bless
but
you, Guy.
I don't want that. Whatever you got going on, you deal with that. Thank you for your service.
I want to say we love you.
Damn. That's a proud moment. Like, imagine if that was your son. Imagine if that was your son that did that. That stood up that way and didn't curse, didn't do anything disrespectful in front of this man and hit the young baby that's there. I don't know if that's his daughter or who that is. But the way Kai handled that was so mature. I just imagine myself at 23, how I was at 23, and in comparison to how this young man is conducting himself. He is supposed to be in the light. He's supposed to be where he's at. He's supposed to be this successful. He's supposed to be garnering all this attention that he's getting. So this is just a little bit of salute to Kai Cenat and how he just transferred that energy to salute the soldiers for serving. It couldn't have been done any better than that. It couldn't have been done any better than that. Oh, I'm proud. As he's talking about a free country, and aren't you happy that we get to freely talk about hate speech? Kai says, I want to protect my energy. You get out of here. But as you get out of here, let me go actually really congratulate and thank somebody for their service, for making our country what it is and protecting our country. Get out of here, clown. Shh. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that kind of stuff is not talked about enough to me. But if this is a representative of what the future of streaming and all this podcasting stuff is going on, what a great representative. And where does he reside? Where does all his homeboys reside? Where's his crew reside? New York. New York, New York, big city of dreams. Shout out to New York, man, for producing this young guy, this young talent. 23 years old, stands 5'3". Viral Way was right. Viral Way was right. The shortcats is taking over. They've been taking over. They've been in control. Shout out to the 5'3", 23-year-old Kai Cenat, young black man, killing it in the game, standing on business. "919 man, it's okay. You don't have to bring West Coast into this. We just giving all love to the East Coast. And really, we just giving love to New York right now. They live in Atlanta. Are they in Atlanta now? Did they move to Atlanta and they're from New York? And you know what? Somebody tried to tell me something the other day. They was moving the East Coast pretty far out. They was like, nah, that's East Coast. I can't remember what state they were saying, but it was a state that I didn't consider. I want to know who was that guy? They're not naming him. Why are they not naming him? They need to name who that was that's showing admiration for Kai Cenat. They all short. Look at the other guy, the Rakai, Reggie, little Reggie. They short too. They live in the motorhome. Man, whatever, y'all. Let's not talk about Atlanta right now, dude. Let's just keep it on New York. Yeah, they got money and they went to ATL. They from New York. I think Tylil. The Southeast, they make up the East Coast. Okay, there we go. They worldwide, man. You know what I mean? They doing their thing. But I wanted to talk about something else. Do y'all think that this is really real? This has nothing to do with New York, y'all.
Don't you run from me.
I'm sorry, you guys. I know it's early.
Let it all out. Get it all out. Get it all out. Don't you run. Don't you run from me.
That sounds like Diddy. Somebody they saying that that's Bad Bunny. And I think there's a rapper named, I don't know how to say his name, Anwell, Anul Anwell, I'm not sure. They saying that that's Diddy and Bad Bunny, cuz. Sound like he was torturing him. I think he was torturing him. He was abusing Bad Bunny, I think. He was torturing him. Somebody let me know what that is, man. Somebody let me know. I played that because I want some information. I want to know what this is, you guys. Is this AI? Is this real stuff? Is this just everybody just trying to shit on Diddy? Everybody just trying to destroy Diddy? Damn. I think he was beating him. Dog count bags only. That's the wildest, craziest shit I think I've ever heard in my ears ever. He was torturing him. I think he was torturing him. You know what I mean? Something like that. And that ain't got nothing to do with New York. That's Diddy. Diddy's his own person, man. I think it's a rap for that guy. You guys, let me ask you a question, because I asked this on Ace Boys Worldwide the other night too. I asked this. I said, hey, if Diddy was to be found not guilty, if he was to be found not guilty of these charges or of this RICO, after all of that you found out about him, he still is not guilty, but you still find out all of this stuff about him. Does Diddy go back to being Diddy? Is Diddy back accepted as Diddy? If this is all no charge, no RICO, all right, you found not guilty, but all this information still comes out about how he operates. Is he done? Is he done as a celebrity? Is he done as an artist? Is he done as a producer? Or do you think he gets right back in? Is the world so crazy that he gets right back into the mix? So a lot of people are saying it's over. A lot of people are saying it's over. But did y'all forget about this guy right here? Did y'all just forget about this white guy right here with his daughter? Kanye has a song called Hell. All my ends is Nazis. And you got a dude at the AMAs celebrating him, celebrating his right to freedom of speech and that he speaks out and his opinion matters at the AMAs on one of the biggest live streamers pages. So let's not forget that this is also in existence. Yeah, we feel how we feel. We feel how we feel. And like, yeah, Diddy is horrible. Or we might feel that Kanye had went beyond the pale. But guess what? There's still people out here like this that's in somewhat of powerful positions it's not. I'm not comparing it exactly, Sizzle. Don't take it for. I'm comparing this is exactly this and this is exactly that. There's two completely different things. But what I'm saying is acceptance. Acceptance, like, dude, like we can, like right now, 5 years ago, if we'd have heard somebody was praising Hitler and made a song about it, we would have known that they were done. We'd have known that there was no existence for them ever again. But that's not the case now. There's people out there like this guy right here, this dude right here, this white guy right here. There's people out there that may have been operating in those freak offs. Thank you, Diddy, for not saying nothing. Thank you for not bringing my name up. Thank you for not snitching. Thank you for not this. He's been operating with these people. We are against it. But guess what? There's people that are out there that are for it. Is that enough power to keep him going? Because we may hate. We may be like, oh, Diddy is done. It's people out there that are like that. That's what I got from this. That's what I'm getting from this case. There's people out there that are like this, that support that kind of behavior. And I'm telling you, that movie Hereditary messed me up. I don't know if y'all ever saw that movie Hereditary, dude. We always think about us and the support and how good we are, but we never really think about the work that the bad people are putting in. Sierra, see, that's kind of what I'm on. Nothing gonna change. And that's if I'm just if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. I'm just saying if he was found not guilty, which I don't think he's going to be found not guilty. But if he was, I think it would go back to Diddy, back into Calabasas, back to going to graduations, back to going to regular life. Kanye made a parody. See, look at how desensitized we are. Now, if a white dude, we saying Kanye made a parody, right? Like that's what Sion Baptiste is gonna stand on. That was a parody. Now, if Kid Rock or one of these white, a bigger white person, came out with a song saying, "Yeah, we've been doing this to ends, and it's KKK stand up because we love y'all, and y'all been doing what y'all supposed to do to ends." Will we say that that's a parody, or will we be like, that is out of control? Dogface, yeah, it's in Calabasas, is in California, but where was he bred? Where was he built? No, that house is owned by Diddy. But we so desensitized to everything that it's like, oh, that's just a parody, man. He's a genius. But think if it was another color saying that about us, how we would feel. We laugh at Drewski. We laugh at Drewski when he plays a white boy. When he does whiteface. We laugh at Drewski when he does whiteface. Imagine Aiden Ross doing Drewski's skit around a bunch of white people, but he was in blackface. I'm just saying, man. Thank you, Rob, for stating the obvious. Thank you, Rob Gotti, for setting the record straight for Dogface. I don't know what's happening with the Diddy case. I haven't looked at it. I've seen enough of it. I've heard enough. I saw enough to where I don't want to listen to too much more of that shit. If he does go to jail, he goes to jail. If he's free, whatever. Like, I don't know, man. But what I'm saying is I think he will go back to status quo. Tropic Thunder is one of my favorite movies, man. We lost, man. We super fucking lost, man. Give me that back. What up, sir? Don't face. See you up here, man. And now they say that we're in such a sensitive time now that Tropic Thunder wouldn't even be able to be made right now. They wouldn't even be able to do Tropic Thunder right now. And I don't even know if it's just because of the blackface of Robert Downey Jr. I think it's because of the Down syndrome scenes. You make my eyes water. That's not funny. That's not funny. But they saying because it's so sensitive, you can't do that portion of it. Like, I don't even think the blackface is what they're saying you can't do. You can't do the Down syndrome thing. I don't know. I don't know what this world looks like in 5 months, let alone have a grip on what the temperature of this country is and what is now being accepted. What was that? Ace Boy Dogface, that was Down syndrome. What was he? I'm going to prove you wrong right now. Tropic Thunder character. I'm going to look it up. Simple Jack. Oh, Simple Jack. Simple Jack. Well, Simple Jack, Down syndrome. Let's see. Yeah, you make my eyes rain. The characters by Ben Stiller, Tug Speedman, the fictional character with intellectual disabilities, not specifically Down syndrome. But we know what they were doing, Dogface. We know what they were doing. Come on, man. This is how they were trying to save themselves. In summary, Simple Jack is this is how they were trying to save themselves. In summary, Simple Jack is a fictional character with intellectual disabilities, but not specifically intended to portray Down syndrome. And his portrayal was controversial. What else would you... Come on, man. Come on, Dogface. What up, Javonda? I see you up in here. He didn't have the eyes. What do you mean by that? Dogface? What do you mean by that? That's cold. Jen, you don't think it was Downs either? Y'all tripping. Then what? Then give me a name. Y'all tell me what y'all think that was. Since I'm tripping. What do y'all think he was portraying? Give me a name and the disability. What's up, Robert? You broke my nose. Hey, I'm not laughing. I'm definitely not laughing right now at that. But that was a great movie. That's one of my favorite movies. Me and my older son, that's one of our favorite movies. We watched that. It wasn't a parody. Rap World, cut it out. Cut it out, Rap World. Hey, would y'all laugh at something if it was blackface, but it was really, really funny? Like Drewski's, let's go to it. Let's go to it. Let's just go to it real quick. You know, I got the capabilities. I know how to get around. Not like Diddy, but I know how to navigate the internet, the Instagram. You know, not no New York shit.
I know that ain't red. Red.
Check this out.
Any thoughts on white America's black fatigue man facepalming?
America's black. Any thoughts on white America's black fatigue? I don't know. They should be on superiority complex fatigue is what they should be on. But check this out. This is Drewski playing a white boy in the hood, a white boy in the hood. Check it out.
I'm chilling. I'm posted up. I'm posted up, bro. Y'all boy couldn't shot, man. I ain't on shit.
Straight up, man.
Tell them on.
Jit right here, man.
Tell 'em
I'm
on.
ready to jit right here, man. You know what's
See,
going on, man.
I grew up with my grandma.
Yeah.
See, folks always tell me like, you a white boy, you can't be doing all that. I grew up on that side.
On that side, yeah.
But I was raised by these folks. I grew up with white folks, but I was raised in the dope hole.
In the dope hole, man.
I was
Straight
raised
up,
in the
man.
dope hole.
I witnessed it with my own eye, man. For real, man.
I was raised in the
Changing
dope
diapers,
hole.
man. Walking around with pull-ups.
I'm thinking about another lane.
Okay.
Another, gotta, you know what I'm saying? I call this thing.
Tell about it, man.
I know what you mean about it.
I ain't saying though.
You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble.
It's my hood.
Look at Drewski, man. So he's playing a white boy.
Pull back up the mom, dude. I'm gonna hit you back, bro. Alright. What the hell y'all cook for dinner?
Preston, stop talking like that.
You were raised better than that.
Why y'all
Preston.
tripping like that? Y'all
Stop.
doing
That's
that?
enough. That is enough.
Oh,
Come on now.
Damn.
Preston, stop talking like that. Hey man, shout out Drewski. He does what he does. Drewski is one of the funnier young comedians right now. Like, so somebody says, so Vic Damone, I want to talk about that. So why is it different let's play devil's advocate. Why is it different if a black man does this versus if a white man does it? If he's doing the comedy skit around a bunch of white people and the white man is in blackface because of history. But we got a black dude saying hell such and such, and then all my ends is Nazis. Why is it different? That's a good conversation. Have we gotten to the place where we can laugh and accept that? Like, that shit is funny as fuck. It's stupid, man. Oh, you know what? But also he did a Mexican skit too. But we was okay with Robert Downey Jr. doing it in a movie. We thought it was funny, but what if don't think about, we gave Robert Downey Jr. a pass because he's this big actor, whatever. But what if Aiden Ross did it? What if Aiden Ross did this? Let's put it in that perspective, like somebody in the same realm. If Aiden Ross did the blackface character in like a uppity white scale neighborhood, And he played a black guy trying to fit in with the white people in the neighborhood or in the trailer park. Black guy in the trailer park. You don't got to be rich because all white people ain't rich. But there's a little bit of hypocrisy here, man. There's a little bit of hypocrisy. What up, GFS? I see you.
Kiên, pass them on.
Oh my God! Nico, I do ball now. Come. Ah! Oh, má nó to hả? Yes. To hả? Tâm bịch hả? Ghê quá. Thằng ấy. Em còn thằng ấy.
Drewski? I was just saying. Drewski gets a pass. Does Drewski, because he's so funny, because he is so goddamn hilarious, does he get a pass? Like, look, he's doing the hoing chang cha cha. Like, he's doing that. If anybody, like,
Đúng rồi. Hey.
Thằng em mộng.
Ghê quá.
slapping that fool's leg. Slapping his leg. Oh, man. But let's just think about it. Let's not be biased, man. Let's not be hypocrites. That's the power squad. That's all the Cambodian homies, all their dads. We waiting outside of school. All the Cambodian parents, the dads be outside squatting like that. That's the power squad. They play Cathay. They be getting down, man. Shout out to all the Asian homies, man. But
I want like a little sunflower right here.
Đang
rồi còn đi làm cái đó đi, trời ơi, cái tay thì xấu quá. Đi nữa thấy chưa?
Cái đi Dalamo, sorry. You like?
You like?
They're color cute. Can you just make it a little shorter?
Oh, the $10 more.
$10?
$10.
500.
500.
500 for what?
Can we not pay $525?
Mấy cái người này làm cái đó không được.
That's no. You never charge me $525.
I didn't.
What, you don't speak English no more? Okay.
Kiên, pass them on.
Hey, man. I'm just trying to bring up a good, I'm just trying to start conversation. Just trying to strike up a conversation. What if a white dude was doing all this? Send me to a channel, send me to a link, send me to a page or anything of that being done in reverse or by another person. Like, I don't know. Do we get a pass to do we get the comedy pass to be able to do whatever comedy we want? Because of what we've been through, the struggles we've been through, we get a pass to do the comedy we feel like? Or is that the case and nobody else can do it? Because we're joking, be like, Drake did blackface, Aubrey did blackface. There's one more too. I forget, which one am I looking for? Oh, I know which one I'm looking for. Hold on. Y'all discuss. Y'all have a good discussion about this. He did the slow dude. He did do the slow dude also. Drewski is the man, man. Like, everybody gets bullets. Everybody gets hit here. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna hold it.
Hey, work. Hey, I need help moving. Moving. I move housing. I have money. Money. No.
Hey, whoever said Dave Chappelle, Tiz HD, did you just miss the whole point? Damn. Or maybe just do it in. I'm saying if a white dude did this, you think Dave Chappelle is white? I'm talking about if a white dude did this, would we be laughing? Hey, man, everybody get hit with strays.
I move. No. You know it. You know the other. No.
Negative. No, papi, negative.
Look at this nigga on the truck, man. This nigga in the truck, man.
Mami, wait. Oh, Dame en agua. No, patrón.
Policía.
Look at how this fool is in this truck, man.
Hey.
You scratched it?
Yes, see.
Yes. This is not here. Did you scratch it? Did you scratch it? A scratch.
Pero no.
This is not here, bro.
No scratch. No, pero no. Please, no violence. No violence. No, take, please. We don't want no violence, man. My family here, no. Please, no violence. We don't want no violence.
Come on, man. Come on. And I'm not taking away from the comedy. Like, that shit is, I think it's funny. But are we sensitive when other people do it? Are we allowing the same energy in return? I don't know, man. I think we a little sensitive. I'm just gonna say, I think we a little bit sensitive. Like, look, Terrence Crawford, T-Bug Crawford said the accuracy is crazy. The accuracy is crazy. Is it racist if it's true? My definition of racism is a little bit different. Prejudice, racism, like, is a little bit different. Like, are you affecting the way affecting someone's life, the way they move? Are you affecting their livelihood? Be based off of skin tone and all that. That's when it's racism. Like, or even it was people that were trying to get rid of Speedy Gonzalez. It was people that were trying to get rid of Speedy Gonzalez because it was like character and it was the way he used to speak or whatever. But it was I had a lot of brothers at work, Mexican brothers at work, that was like, dude, why are they gonna get rid of Speedy Gonzalez? We love that fool. Like, are you like, and that's the thing, like, are the people you're trying to save from this actually offended by that? Or is it that you're trying to fight an argument that they're not even standing for? I was like, dude, I love Speedy Gonzalez. Why are we trying to get rid of him? That was one of our childhood such and such. We know it's comedy. We know it's funny. We know it's a cartoon. But if we can laugh at those three skits that I just saw, we should be able to laugh at skits against us also. We should be able to accept skits against us also. I don't think we're in any space where we can be like, nah, that's beyond the pale. You know what I mean? Like, now, if it's some shit about like some real racist shit, like some painful, hurtful shit, like about ropes and all that, like, no, that's just pure racism. But if it's a comedy skit about like a white dude acting like a gangster, or a white dude acting like an essay, or an Asian dude or whatever acting like another race doing something, I think we should be past that point where we, like, if we laugh at this, we should be able to laugh at the other stuff. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Speedy Gonzalez was probably No, who was my favorite character? Speedy Gonzalez was one of my favorite characters. But so if Mike Jones, so if Speedy Gonzalez is not allowed, if you're saying that's self-hate, so if they laugh at this skit that Drewski just did, is that self-hate? If a Mexican was to laugh at Drewski's skit right here, is that self-hate? Or is that just understanding comedy? Like, this was being funny. I don't think it's self-hate. Who was it? And they used to say that was a I can't remember the guy's name. I think it was a rooster. I can't remember what his name was. Foghorn Leghorn. Like he was a Southern stereotype, right? He used to use the word boy, I think. Was censored 11. Oh, he was a part of the censored 11. Foghorn Leghorn. Who was the censored 11? So he was one of the ones that was also, because he was portrayed as, I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about. Let me just show you guys real quick. Foghorn Leghorn. Look at this shit. Y'all see this right here in the corner? Look at this shit over here in the corner. Look at this shit. Ooh, wee. So let's see what the censored 11 was real quick. I just went down a rabbit hole, y'all. My bad. Let me see who the censored 11. Do y'all remember? Oh, this is another good topic. One more good topic. One more. Do y'all remember how abusive towards women cartoons used to be? Do y'all remember that? Let me go to. Hold on. Do you guys remember how abusive it used, like, towards women, that like the cartoons used to be? Like, I don't know if it was Popeye. There used to be like racist shit. There used to be I forget what that's called. It's when they would make like the big lips and all this stuff in the cut, like jigaboo type racism shit. Do you guys remember that? And do you guys also remember how abusive toward, like, I think it was Popeye. Because I just saw a picture of Popeye in olive oil, but there was a thing where this caveman or these goons or whatever, they used to drag women by their hair. And they used to just drag them. Like they would have like a big old club, like a wooden big club. And they used to be dragging women by their hair, and then or they would hit a woman on their head and like a big old knot would come on top of their head. Do you guys remember that shit? I remember that shit as a kid. Like the abusive shit towards women. And then that goes and then look. And so that's what we were watching as kids, right? We were watching, and this is some controversial conspiracy. And we were watching those cartoons as kids. And even the Tom and Jerry, the Wile E. Coyote, like the Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, all those cartoons were hella violent, super violent. And we watched a skunk that used to chase a female skunk and used to basically be a predator against her will, all that stuff. We grew up watching that shit like this, like laughing, looking at it. That shit had to have played a role in the way we saw things, the way that we pursue stuff. Do y'all think that I'm tripping? And I'm saying, so Sizzle Show, and Ends used to say, B's ain't S but hoes. And that's the people that's saying that, guess what they grew up looking at? No, 919 Heme, if you think I'm mad at Drewski, you tripping. You missed my point if you think I'm mad at Drewski. And so if that's something that you grow up watching and something that you grow up looking, don't you reproduce what you exposed to? And do you not think that they were doing that shit on purpose? What up, Javonda? Like programming. Let's talk about like all the well, first off, back in the day, it was probably the Cartoon Networks were ran by racist people, WB and all that stuff. Was not even probably, I know it was. But let's talk about Disney and some of the shit that Disney puts in their shit also. Some of the hidden messages, some of the sexualized things that Disney does, like that should let you know that programming is for sure a part of the scenario. J802 has a good point. I don't know if it was on purpose. That was just how life was then. But the only reason why I disagree with that, J802, is because the cartoons were for children. They were putting that kind of rhetoric, that kind of crazy stuff for children to watch. That wasn't for adults. Why would you put that in children entertainment? Dogface. So the crows in Dumbo, who were the crows supposed to be representing black men? I think they got rid of the crows in Dumbo because they were like drunks. The crows were drunks, I think. Let me see. I think they were. Yeah, I think they were. The crows in Disney's 1941 Dumbo have been subject to discussion regarding the portrayal and whether they constitute a racist character. The lead crow's name was Jim Crow. The lead crow in Dumbo's name was Jim Crow. This is the AM Wake Up Show. Caller, where you calling from? What's your name?
It's Alberto in Rios.
Hey, what's up, man?
Since you can on that.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me disconnect you real quick because your voice is coming through too deep. Hold on. Let me see if we can actually get better. Full sound. Hello, Alberto.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. What's up, man? Okay.
Since you're talking about the cartoons teaching us stuff or whatnot before, back then when we was little, I was just thinking about this the other day, and you touched on it today. On the Wreck-It Ralph movie, I don't know if you're on Disney movies or kids movies, how the character Ralph breaks the internet and he has to stream to make money to buy the part to fix the internet again.
Really?
And everybody's streaming. If you go, I just Googled it right now. I'm like, man, I was going to try to comment in the comments, but and there's a part in the movie where he has to buy the part and everybody's streaming. Every single character is streaming to be the best and him to make money to fix the internet.
Oh
And
shit!
that's like you said, it's a movie for little kids. So what are you showing the little kids? Streaming?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine back then what they were showing us. I mean, and look what it evolved to today in a movie about streaming, so you make money to get what you need or get what you want.
But that's like Wreck-It Ralph is one. Also, you know what is one is Ready Player One. Have you ever seen that movie? It's a dope movie. It's called Ready Player.
I haven't. It caught my eye, but I never got to it.
Ready Player One is a dope movie, and it's about this kid. It's the whole thing is about gaming, like virtual reality gaming, and how the whole world is pretty much living through gaming. Like their life sucks in real world. They're poor, they don't have money, but they're spending all their money on gear and stuff for virtual reality gaming. And they're trying to like get these things to collect these things so they could get money. That like, hey man, like, and they're like you said, they're trying to get kids, influence kids to stream. Ready Player One, I think it's trying to influence people to gaming and like, like this is the future. And I don't even know if it's influencing, or if it's just projecting what the future is going to be. It's like just projecting.
Exactly. It's like you said, that skunk was always on that harassing the other one, that woman or whatever.
Right.
So what is it? Is that what they're teaching us, to get on girls like that?
And also they portrayed the skunk as a French man. Like he had an accent, like he was like French. Like, so it was also derogatory towards
his name.
It was also derogatory towards French people or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
but when I get what you're saying, but sometimes, I mean, obviously we grew up in the 90s, but don't you think of course you gotta be obviously we move on respect and being respectful towards others, whatnot, but don't you think some people go out of their way to be too sensitive?
No, that's
you know
what that's
saying?
what my
like,
that's what that's what my what I hold on. That's what I was bringing up is, are we too sensitive? Like, but I went down the rabbit hole to where if we're not too sensitive, will we go back to that kind of derogatory shit? Like, remember where it was at? It was all the way left. So
yeah, because
there's a thin line.
There's no more living color. Yeah.
There's a thin line in between, like, okay, that's funny, and then, oh, you know what? That's too far.
That's racist.
You know what I mean? Like, so
racist or disrespectful.
And if you're pushing that envelope, who's to know or who's to say what's okay and what's not okay? And that's the like dangers of threading that line or threading that needle of trying to be funny, but then also like you're bordering this and that. And I think that like we get a pass, like we just go, like fuck it, we talk about everybody, but everybody doesn't have that pass as well.
To talk about anything or anybody.
And everybody, you know what I mean? Like Andrew Schultz is kind of like doing it a little bit, but he got a lot of backlash. You know what I mean? Like he got a lot of backlash.
Yeah, but that's.
And then there was like two.
Because I
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
There was two. There was two black dudes that were supporting him that were on his show, and he said some like joke about white men grow their beard out when they're dating black women because they're trying to protect their chin from being beat, which was a joke. But a lot of people were offended by that shit. And not only were they offended by it, the two brothers that was on the show, they kind of got a lot of backlash from the community because your whole premise on your platform is the support of black women, but then you let this white dude say a joke about us and portray us in a bad light. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. What is the cutoff? What's not the cutoff? Like, we're in a weird place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the thing is, it's also okay, comedians. Or even comedians, music or movies, okay, that's their space to do what they do. If you're doing it there, I'm saying it's cool. But let's say your show's over and you're in the street talking like that, it's a whole different story. You're gonna got different, you know what I'm saying? But if it's in the show, that's what you're here to see. It's like if you don't like something in one channel, you have the option to change the channel up or down.
But then look, Dogface just said it right here. Like Dogface said, yeah, but that joke wasn't funny. But okay, it wasn't funny to you.
To you.
Like it might have been funny to
you.
somebody else. You know what I mean? Like who's to choose what if because it's not funny to you, it's this, or if it because it is funny, it's cool. Like how do we regulate comedians?
Let me put this example. It's not just comedians. Let me put this example. Just what yesterday Dr. said. We're here to see the positive and this and that and da da da. Okay, that's not what it for him today. But for some, there's more people. So what about somebody else might like it and they'll stick on? Okay, today was cool. We'll see what your brings.
Right. And look, that's a good point because yesterday, right, Dogface said what he said. Like what he appreciates about Rios and the AM Wake Up Show and everything that he said. You know, I got flooded with messages saying, yeah, he is tripping. I like everything. I like it when you bring up this. I like it when you talk about that stuff. I love all that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like,
shit. The other day
go ahead.
The other day you were playing the gospel songs. I was like, okay, this took a left turn, but I liked it. It ended up being cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh damn, okay. Like, I was just at work jamming the gospel music. I'm like, cool.
Right. And that's like, and I don't want to restrict myself and I don't want to box myself into having to be, like Keem says it a lot about dedicated. Like, yeah, I got dedicated, but I don't want you guys to box me in as like I'm the representation of the greatest dad ever or this and that. Like, I'm going to have my ups and downs and I'm going to be this way. I'm going to be that way. That's life, right? Like there's ups and downs, there's ebb and flow. Yeah. But I got a lot of messages from people yesterday like, you know what? I don't know what he was talking about because I like it when you talk about this. I like it when you talk about that. I like it when you're being funny. I like this. I like that. But the thing that resonated with me with what Dogface said is that I like me more. Hey, baby, you need my help right now? Okay. What do you need me to take? You guys, I got to get off the stream. I got to take some. It's an emergency. I got to take something to my daughter at school. It's all love. My bad. Right now, babe? Okay. I got to go. I got to take something to my daughter at school. It's all love.
Be safe, man.
All right. Have a good one, Alberto. Thank you for calling in. I'll keep the stream going just in case I get back in time. But I don't know. But shout out to y'all. I got to go real quick. Guess who's back in the building? We back in the building. Woo! Having to run around like crazy. But we back. Crazy times at Ridgemont High. All right. This is the AM Wake Up Show at Rios. Thank you for those that stuck with us and are still here. For some reason, I am multi-streaming and I'm on Twitch, and I can't figure out how to end the stream on Twitch. I don't know how to end the stream. Like, I don't know how to end the stream on Twitch. I didn't even know I was live on Twitch. How do you... I don't know. I don't even know. But all right, man. So let's get back to it just for a little bit, just to chop it up with the few people that are in here. I forgot what we was talking about or whatever, but I do want, before I get out of here, before I leave, I do want to tell you guys that Relatable is today at 11 o'clock on Good Luck TV. So be on the lookout for Relatable. It will be on Good Luck TV today at 11. Oh, let me see. Alex sent a message. Let me see. Let me see. He sent me something, but it won't play. Is the page not found? Oh. Oh, yeah. That's out of, what he sent is completely out of pocket. Completely out of what he sent. That's not even comedy. That's not even, like, it's not even comedy. Does anybody know how to end the live stream on Twitch? How do I end this shit? Yeah, Alex, that was. I think I've seen that dude before doing something else. No, I'm not gonna play that. I'm not, because that's not even bordering the fence or the line. That's just completely out of bounds. Like, anybody can see that that's out of bounds, and then also making fun of somebody who passed away is not funny either. Hey, bye, baby. I love you. Okay. Mouse, throw the PC away. No, it's not the PC. I did multi-stream. I did the multi-stream, I think, on accident, but like, where is it in here? Like, watch, I'll show y'all. Where is it in here to disconnect? Like, how do I turn this off? Hi, edit, layout. My chat, quick actions. I'm trying to get out of here. But Alex, it's funny to some people, but it's also, what people is that funny to? You know what I mean? Like, and some people consider it funny. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have, who is to be the funny jury, the funny judge? Like, well, if you guys can do this, I can do that. That's the problem. I'm showing y'all this because I don't know how to end this shit. I don't know how to get out of that. Mouse said, unplug, throw the PC away. And this PC costs $2,500. You out your mind. But Is this him? Let me see. This might be him. Hello? Oh, hold on. Let me put the Bluetooth on. Hold on. Okay. You should, let me see. Are you there?
Yep.
Okay, there we go. So this is Alex on the line. But you know what, Alex? I seen another one of that dude's videos, and the other video was him frying watermelon, doing some shit like, oh, I'm about to fry some watermelon for all my like out there. And even that wasn't funny. But this one is even worse than that. This one's even worse than that.
Right. So these people that are quote unquote being funny, quote unquote comedians, it's not funny to you, because as soon as you saw that, it wasn't funny to you at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's not that it's so they know it's more about antagonizing. You get what I'm saying? So it's not about, it was the same thing. Remember that comedian Ari Shafir? Remember what he said about Kobe when he passed away?
Yeah, he said some stuff about Jews too. Like Jews are not under
Out of
attack.
pocket.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not about the humor to the racist. It's about antagonizing. And when somebody antagonizes another marginalized group, they see it's funny. They think it's funny. So it's not about the comedy. It's about antagonizing and ruining people's days. That's what they find funny.
So let me ask you this.
And going back.
Let me ask you this question. Like that is a level to it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you said one more thing. I'm
okay,
listening.
So going back to the Speedy Gonzalez, right? We loved him. I loved him. He was funny. He was equally as funny, if not one of my most favorite characters. But the thing about it was, at the time when Speedy Gonzalez was out back in the 50s, 60s, something like that, you weren't supposed to speak Spanish. You know, if you were Latin, if you were Mexican, something like that, you know, you couldn't speak Spanish, literally, in most places. I mean, shit, it's starting to come back right now, where if you see somebody speaking Spanish in public, and you might have a white person, a Karen, tell you to not speak Spanish because it's not your country.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's the antagonizing part of it. That's what they find funny. It's not that it's actually funny. It's that it antagonizes the marginal group. That's what they find funny.
Yes, you good? That's
hilarious to them. Right.
So the thing is, with that, there's going to be people on both sides. Like, so there are some people that find the Speedy Gonzalez derogatory in that it is racist to them. But then there's going to be people that are going to say, oh, no, I like it. It was funny. It was a part of my childhood. Where does that get decided? What is good and what's not good? And then if you're teetering the fence, and if you're like saying, oh, this person can do this, but this person can't do that.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
Perfect.
Go ahead.
Perfect. This is when it changes. When those companies start feeling it in their pockets, that's when it starts changing. If Latinos, if Mexicans start writing them, hey, we're gonna boycott you. Hey, we're gonna do this. Hey, we're gonna do that. Okay, let's erase all that. Let's squash all that. That's when it starts hitting these people. You get what I'm saying? It's not about compassion. It's not about listening to people's. No, it's about hitting them in the pocket. That's when they start getting worried. That's when they start changing their ways of moving. That's all.
No.
It has nothing to do with money.
No, I get that. I get that on the corporate side. I'm talking about for us as a people, for the consumer. I'm talking about the consumer side of it. Like, what is too far and what's not too far? Who decides that? You know what I mean? Like, and then the double standard is like, for comedians are supposed to have the freedom to be funny.
Well, who runs the media? Who runs the media and who is in power?
I'm talking about to you. No. I'm talking about to you as a consumer. Just you, to you.
Too far?
What's too far? You know what I mean? And like, when does it say, what do you think is too far?
Real easy. I don't care if it's for Indian people, black people, Chinese people, Japanese. When it goes from not being the point of being funny to being antagonizing.
Just tearing down.
To me, when it should.
When it's just about tearing down.
That's all it is. Yes. Yes. So that's what. Think about it. The Drewski skit. It was hilarious. He was actually showing you, oh, these are the homies that come around the hood. These are the homies. These are white boys that do fuck with us hard.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And he knows they go back to their house and it's all, hey, Jeffrey, stop talking like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. When it goes from, there's a huge difference between something being humorous and something being funny because it's antagonizing a marginal group. That's what they think is funny. That's what they think is hilarious.
But what if it's not a marginal? Shout out to Ace Boy Dogface for the super chat. Salute chat, Rios, and especially my Discord people. Shout out to the people in the Discord. So, but that's like, this is a good point because some people aren't marginalized, right? So if they're not marginalized, is it just a green light on them?
When someone's not marginalized, I mean, think about it. How often does that happen?
Often.
How often does that happen?
Like bagging on them and like joking on them, like making comedy about them. I think it happens pretty much.
Is it funny or is it antagonizing?
So that's what I'm saying. If you're not marginalized, you're gonna feel like everybody's like, well, y'all got what y'all got, y'all on top. You're not being marginalized. You're not.
Look, you can't oppress the oppressor. So
that's what I'm saying.
That question's not even ever really.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's a green light on whatever we want to do to them, is what you're saying.
I don't think it don't even matter. What are you going to do? What can you do? What can you do to actually be like, oh, it's not until, you know what pisses people off like that more is actually progressing. It's actually coming together. It's actually like progress. That's when they start getting pissed off.
No, and look, you know what else pisses them off is when you tell them they can't do something.
What do you show them? What do you show them? They can't do it better than you.
What do you mean I can't do that? You did it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
So
I
that's
see
what they find funny.
But I also do see the double standard. You know what I mean? Like, and then because they did so much damage, so much stuff, so much shit against a marginalized group that you have no wiggle room to say shit. You can't say shit. Like, I've had to tell people in the chat, like, hey, man, don't say that word against that. That's racist against them. Like, I'm across the board, no racism. I don't accept racism against anybody. But it flies out, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't. Like, no, that was racist.
Yeah, see.
But because...
I can look, humor's humor. Like I said, humor's humor. You know what I mean? Just because I don't think anybody should be picked on. That's some bully shit. Antagonizing a race. Come on, look at what I sent you, man.
Now
look at what I sent you.
But look,
you know what I mean? That's completely out of pocket. And not just that. Fuck around. The shit that Donald Trump. Why are you laughing? The shit that Donald Trump is like. That's why Kanye gets so much love from all these fucking weirdo racists. Is because it's not about the humor, because he's not funny. It's about antagonizing.
Right.
That's what they find funny. Look at him. He's a black guy. And he's calling people, oh my God, that's hilarious. It's not funny. It's not funny. And we've been asking for 10 years, is Kanye crazy? Yes, he's fucking crazy. Stop fucking with him. Shout out to chat. Shout out to show. Shout out everybody. Shout out to Discord.
Hey man, how you been doing, man? How are you? How's everything been going?
I've been good. I've been good, man. I've been you know, I've been good, man. I've been in the Discord, kind of keeping up to date with everything that's going on. You know, right now we're in a little transitional period where we're trying to stabilize the ship, and you know, the captain's got his life, and we're just keeping it going.
So what's going on in the Discord? So y'all just be in there chopping it up?
Man, chopping it up. I'll check in every once in a while. People be on there all day.
Oh, shit.
You know, it's this whole little powwow we got going on.
So is it the voice chat or is it the main chat?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll throw something on there. You know, if we start talking about a topic, we'll throw the link on there. We start talking about something, we'll throw, you know, a pic up there, blah, blah, blah.
I got to start getting active in there. I've been saying it. I've been lying to everybody. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna do this, but my ass don't ever get up in there because I'm trying. Oh, the main chat.
That's what it is, Rios.
Okay. Well, how's work? How's everything been with the bikes, the cars, the strollers? Everything good? Business is good?
Man, somebody just ordered. He's from Florida. Somebody just placed an order for a little remote control fiberglass car, a matching stroller, and a matching tricycle.
Oh shit! Damn.
So, yeah, man. Yeah.
What's the ticket on that? That's that's baller status right there.
Yeah, that's
That's baller status right there.
It's about a month's worth of my work, so you know what I mean. But no, man, everything.
No,
Good,
I said,
man.
what's the ticket on that, man? What's the ticket on that, dude? Come on, we all know you a baller, dog. Don't be holding it back.
Look it. Nah, man. Nah, I still gotta do my taxes.
Oh shit. Oh, Dogface said to ask you if you have any criticisms, some constructive criticism for the show, Dogface, for me. So Dogface wants to know if you have any constructive criticism for the show.
I think you need to train one of your boys to be your technical assistant so there's no more technical issues, right? I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Maybe
but how they gonna be here at 5? How they gonna be here at 6 in the morning? Well, today 6:30 in the morning.
Okay, look, they live with you, so
maybe I need. Well, maybe I need to have them train me. Have them train me to be better technically.
If you want to do 3 days a week, we'll be there 3 days a week before you even show up, and we'll be all that. So when we're expecting you to be there every single day and it doesn't happen, then we get confused on when are you coming? Are you not coming in? Should we check in now? You know what I mean? So it's like just more
consistency.
You know, and I'm not trying to hold you. Consistency.
Yeah.
Or I'm a creature of comfort. You know what I mean? So it's like if you say Monday through Wednesday every week, I'm there. Yeah, I'm already there anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's just the consistency. Also with the calls too. You know, if there's technical issues right now, man, I got so much going on. Plus, man, like you see what's going on, man. The final season of America is amazing. So I've been checking in on that constantly.
Dude, every day, all day, every day.
So.
But look, I want you to don't feel like I'm gonna be mad or anything about what you say or what you have a gripe with. Say whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to work on it, and without your constructive criticism, without you guys calling me out, I can't get better. I know what I could get better at, but I'd rather hear from y'all. You know what I mean?
Right. And I don't pound you with messages. You know what I mean? I don't send you whatever. But when I think you should check it, I do send you something. So if you see my messages, it's probably something that I want you to take a look at right away, or like what I sent you today. That was out of pocket.
Like I could play that video on Kick. I cannot play that video on YouTube, y'all. I could play it on Kick.
Okay. Just like that, man. It's the same thing Trump's doing. Trump's putting up videos of them deporting people, Valentine's Day.
Oh, they said that you was going to go there.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you did it. Huh? They was like, I guarantee you he's going to bring up deporting. And I was like, no, hopefully he doesn't. But I'm not saying there's anything against that. What they said, watch this fool talk about mass deportation.
Oh man! See, that's the thing. See, here's another point. It's all jokey jokes. Till we look back and be like, damn.
Yeah, exactly.
That was really happening.
But look, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say, but I'm just saying the hypocrisy is there. You know what I mean? Like it's there, but we just don't see it.
Yeah. Right, but look, I've being in the art scene and blah blah blah. Like I met some people from London, some people from Brazil. They see it from the outside in. They see it because they don't get brainwashed with this American flag. That's what pisses me off the most. We did exactly what they told us to do. We pick your boots up by your straps and all whatever they say, and then they start moving the goalposts. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people here that are getting deported they're calling them in for their deportation like paperwork to get settled, and then they're arresting them on the spot. Like, come on, man. Like that's not what it's about. You know what I mean? Like, we were taught to be friendly to our neighbor. When it comes to Christianity, Catholic, United States, and all that, we were taught, wait in line, be nice to your neighbor, this and that. That doesn't apply to them. You know, get what I'm saying? That's what pisses me off the most. If this was it from the beginning, cool. You should have just let us know that. But now it's like they want to move the goalpost. They want to move the goalpost, which pisses me off more than anything. And having a big troll, and a troll is running the country right now. We looking like fools to everybody else.
We are. I'm not gonna lie and say we're not. We are, but like even just the website, the White House website, it's become just like non-factual rhetoric on there. Like it's
Right.
kind of crazy.
Right.
It is kind of crazy. Like I'll say.
Rios, we've been around the Reagan era, the Clinton era, the Bushes, right? So before this motherfucker ever came into office, you never heard about fake news. You never heard about, oh, that's the right-wing propaganda and leftist liberals. And you get what I'm saying? It's all little catchphrases and shit like that. And I'm telling you, these people aren't doing it to better themselves. They're not doing it for no other reason than to antagonize marginalized communities. That's why motherfuckers will vote. A lot of times, oh, I don't know, you're just going to vote? Vote? No, really pay attention to what's happening right now. Elon Musk finally came out. He's like, yeah, I ain't cool with that bill that they passed. They're adding $20 trillion to the deficit in like 10 years.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk is like, nah, I went in there to cut the spending. And this dude is man, look up how many people have been arrested and went to jail that were on his last cabinet. Like, this dude is a complete crook. And the reason why he's never going to go to jail is because on his, now it's quote unquote American president.
Hey, do you know he's trying to reverse some pardons? He's trying to...
Oh, wow. He's trying to unpardon.
He's trying to unpardon. Hey, man, I'm just sitting back watching the show. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just watching the show, and it day by day, we just fall a little bit more down the rabbit hole, and we're going to have to deal with whatever we have to deal with.
For real.
Like, it's crazy.
For real. If they pull you over and you're like American citizen and you don't have nothing to show for it at that point, they can take you and you'll end up in Venezuela. You'll end up in El Salvador because they're not giving you a court date. It's not innocent till proven guilty anymore. It's guilty till never.
Hey,
like,
look,
dude, these people are never.
Look, I'm not. This is the thing, Alex. I'm not one way or the other, right? I'm all about sitting back, watching it, letting shit play out, right? And I don't too much call anybody out. But the people that are like shut up and dribble, they're like basically like, shut up and dribble. Nothing's going on. It's so much shit under all parties, under each president, every single one. It doesn't matter which party, which president. It's so much shit happening under the nose of all people that when I see somebody saying like, man, we doing great, you already fucked up. Like if you say that under any cabinet, if you just rah, yay, us, you've already fucked up. You already have eaten, you have already drank the Kool-Aid.
Right. Right. And give them a pass. Keep giving these racist motherfuckers a pass.
But look, then you say that I'm giving them a pass when I condone every cabinet. What's the opposite of condone? I just talk bad about every cabinet.
And
but you only
see
see that I'm not only dissing one. I'm dissing all of them. They all are fucked up. The government, I don't care what you say or who you talk about. The government, the way things are going and have been for a long time, have been horrible.
But you also, at the same point, you also said this is different and you ain't never seen no shit like this, right?
Well, every presidency, I say that.
And a lot of people say, well,
because like the standard only drops. The standard doesn't go up. The standard only drops. If y'all think some crazy shit is happening right now during this presidency,
the standard dropped during Obama.
Yeah, because people just voted. There was millions of people that just voted for him just because he was black. Didn't know nothing he stood on.
How did the standard drop?
Because
the standard
drops because you're not doing your due diligence to vote for somebody. Like I did my due diligence and I voted for him, but also besides that,
check this out.
I voted for him. Listen, no, you ask me a question, you're gonna get it. So you not ever blindly just voting for Obama, right? You just blindly vote for Obama just because You relate to who he is, what he looks like, right? But then you got
No,
people.
I
But
can
look,
tell you.
wait,
I can tell you why I voted.
but not you. I'm just saying you're not black. So then also you got Donald Trump. People who are voting for Donald Trump strictly because of who he is. It has nothing to do with his message. It has nothing to do with his policies. It's just going to get lower. Like, I'm just voting for who I think is cool. Like, yeah, he cool. He been at the parties. The standard always drops, man. I don't care what you say. The standard always. And then when Obama got into office, people went to sleep. They went to sleep like, oh, it's over. We got him in the office. It's over. That's why he couldn't barely do shit, because he wasn't getting the support that he needed. Same thing with Trump. Trump was not getting the support he needed from his party. Then they started going against him. And then they came back when it's too late. Like, oh no, he still had, like, dude, this shit is a game, homie. This whole shit is a game.
Here's one thing that I hear people say. Well, Obama, they deported a bunch of people with Obama. Cool, 1,000%. Yes, they did. Actually, they're actually doing their job. One. Two is that these people actually got a day in court to tell them what was happening in front of a judge, and then they figure it out. And being deported, mind you, is being sent back to your country of origin, not being sent to a country you've never been at to be locked in jail for life. You get what I'm saying?
So tell me
they
this.
Get no phone calls.
Tell me
they
this.
Get no phone calls. They get no.
What did Obama do bad?
What did Obama do bad?
Yeah.
Nothing. He was perfect.
That's the problem. That's the
problem. I don't know what he did bad because it didn't affect me. It didn't affect me to where I was sitting there digging into what he was doing, but good or bad.
But I know what
Obama did do.
But that's what I'm saying. But listen.
I get it.
When we support somebody, we just see what they do good. We don't really pay attention to the undercutting bad stuff that they did. Like, I know each and every single one.
What did Obama do bad or good?
Bomb the fuck out of some innocent people?
I can tell you that those plans are already set in place. Look at Trump. Trump talking about, I'll end this war in one day. He said, I'll end this war in one day.
But you asked me to say what he did.
War in one day.
You asked me to say what he did. I'm just saying.
Right.
Everybody has blood on their hands, man. Everybody, all of them, each and every single one of them got a lot of blood on their hands. Nobody's innocent from that chair and what comes with that title. What comes with that seat comes a lot of blood on your hands.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing that Obama did. A lot of these bills, a lot of these policies that Trump is getting rid of was Obama that put these in. If you look at everything that's getting cut, it was around during Obama or Bush. So yeah, like Obama did a lot of good shit. He passed a lot of policies. He passed a lot of inclusion. So that's what I like about when you get somebody that's not, strictly pandering to the races.
People will say Obama set the tone for all this transgender shit.
Yeah, people would say that. People would say a lot of things.
But I'm saying there is some negative to everybody. You take the good with the bad. I'm just saying when somebody just blindly supports somebody and just says all good, there's just nothing but good stuff about them, you drank the Kool-Aid because you're not watching the stuff that is going on that you don't agree with. You can't agree with everything somebody does. Like, it's just not possible. And it's not possible for them to sit there and do shit, and especially Obama, the way he was getting filibustered all the goddamn time. But he had to do shit. But he had to do shit to pander to the other side so he can get a favor here. Okay, I'll sign this if y'all give me this, because I feel like this is more important than this little bullshit that you're doing. It's just the game, because but I only brought that up to say that some people will support something 100, and when they support something 100, like the people that support Donald Trump 100 and don't say nothing bad about what he did, yeah, you're lost in the sauce. When people support the young, the lady, Kamala Harris, and they just support her blindly, like, oh yeah, you lost in the sauce. You support Obama, you support Biden, you support Bush, you're lost in the sauce. And that's all I do. I always play the devil's advocate with people like, okay, tell me what you don't agree about what they're doing. Because there's got to be something you don't agree with.
Right.
You can't agree.
What I love what I loved around that time was just the hope that like non-white, black kids, Mexican, any type of race, if he can make it to the presidency, that just you know what? I felt good about America in general, being like, oh wow, they were open to it. Mind you, they'll never have a woman president. I said that 10 years ago. I said before Obama, I said there'll be a black president before there'll be a woman president. That's how fucked up America is.
Yes, I agree with that. But I also agree, and this is when I go into this is just my opinion, my assumption. I don't have any facts behind this. I told my mom, I told my dad, I told my family, as Obama was running, I said, I don't know if you know what the temperature of the country was before Obama ran. People were radicalizing. People were revolutionaries. They were like up. They were awake. The sleeping giant was up. And then they voted Obama in, and it put everybody back to sleep. Like, oh, we did it. We made it. No, you didn't make it. This is just the first step. You got to keep working. You got to keep being in the field. And it was almost like they pulled Obama to pacify the nation. And the nation got pacified, softened, and just enough for the underbelly of the ugly side of America to be like, I will root for anything besides black.
Yes.
I'll vote for anything.
Yes. Besides a black or a woman. Yeah.
Whatever it is, whatever that option is, I will go for that. Oh, shoot.
Yes. Hate is very powerful. Yes. Hate has a lot of energy, and hate is up. That's why they pass the bills at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
They say they're trying to pass the big, beautiful bill at 3 in the morning.
Right.
These are city workers. These are government workers up at 3 in the morning.
But this is the nature of the beast. This is the nature of the beast. And if you paid attention, it's how it's always been, man. Democrats be doing some sucker shit. Republicans be doing some sucker shit. Like Hillary Clinton be doing, like they just like you would say, like there's no innocent wealthy man. There's no innocent trillionaire. There's no innocent billionaire. Like if you have $1 billion, you did some shit. You did some shit.
There's no fortune without a crime.
There's no fortune without a crime.
But hold on. You're right about that. But I trust you. They're going to try to crack down on brown and black getting up there. You could be white and commit those crimes. Think about it. They make mafia movies. They glorify fucking gangbanging. Italian gangbanging is glorified in America. That's literally what they were. They were organized crime, except if they were Italian. Would they make a movie about an organized black family? No, that ain't going to happen.
Well, they do snowfalls. They do snowfalls.
They'll never let it happen.
But look, they do snowfalls. They do power. They do all these negative stereotype shits. They put that shit out.
No, but we're talking about like an American dream story where the family becomes they get into politics. They try to get into. When would you see a black family go from drugs, crime, killing to politics? That will never happen.
What family is that? What family is that right now that you're talking about?
The Kennedys, Clinton. What's a white? White can do that. Whites can do that.
Yeah, but that was
a lot of that was based off of a lot of Irish immigrants.
A lot of that was based off of industry and union shit too. Also, but go ahead. I hear what you're saying.
Right. Look, put it this way. It's just harder. It's just harder to get where you are if you're non-white, man. That's why the main people trying to cut out DEI are the reason DEI is there. But anyways, man, people don't want to hear this shit. What's up with you, Rios, man? I heard you got. I heard they were going in yesterday.
Hey, what was I saying? Damn, I'm getting cooked.
Flambéed.
But look. It was a necessary barbecue. You know what I mean? Like it was necessary. And it was like reassuring too. Yeah. It was like a reassuring message. Like it was like, you gotta scold somebody sometimes and be like, hey, wake the fuck up. This is what it is. And I needed that because guess what? I was putting unnecessary pressure on myself to be up to date on some bullshit, being up to date on some nonsense. Or this and that, like trying to look at this so when I get here, I can talk about this if y'all want to talk. But come to find out, a lot of people don't even give a damn about none of that shit, which I don't give a damn about it. Some of it is relevant to me, but most of it's not. And so that was like reassuring. That was like a big like sigh of relief. Like, ooh, okay, for sure. Good. Now I can just do what I do. And they're like, we're here for Rios to be Rios. And that was like the underlying message. Like, and if you feel like you don't have something or this and that, it don't matter. Just talk to us. And that shit, when I say was a godsend, because the pressure, like waking up in the morning and be like, okay, I got to be on. I got to do this. I got to do that. Like for Dogface or for the chat to be like, dude, F all that bullshit. Just come here and chop it up with us. Even if it's 45 minutes, it don't matter. Just come say what's up, talk to us, and send us out and like just chop it up with us. You don't have to have no topic or this and that. It's like, dude, we fuck with you. And that shit felt so good to hear that.
1,000%. No, 1,000%. Like, let's say that, because I know it's got to be hard just to sit in front of a camera and try to come up with something. Even if somebody leaves a comment, you could be like, oh, let me look into that. I like when Pun does the research and looking at videos. I like instant reactions. Well, I guess you can't do that on YouTube. But, no, man, we fuck with you, man. It's just we want a little more. It's not even consistency, and it's not even the quantity of it. It's just the being stable with something. 3 days a week, we're there all 3 days. You know what I mean? Shout out the Discord. A lot of business is being done in there. A lot of jokes. Shout out the chat. Yeah, shout out to chat, man. Everything's good, man. We fuck with you. I fuck with you more. I've been fucking with the whole Fig Unity, everybody. But honestly, man, I probably check for yours. At this point, I'm probably just checking for you. And, yeah, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. And look,
and I
go ahead. My bad, I cut you off.
I love your takes on certain things, and I come to you to get away from the Mac Wop and the Stet and the Baba and the jumper and the, you know what I mean? Like, I come to you for a father, like, hold on. For like a dad's point of view in the morning.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yo, I'm waking my kids up, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I just saw this last night. Oh, me and my girl watched this documentary. Oh, you know what I mean? That's what I like. I don't want to, if I want to listen to the messy Flacco and Tiny, I can do that later on. It's going to be all day. But when it comes to your show, it's the Rio show. I like checking for what you got going on.
And let me tell you, that is bomb, because I could come here and be me and talk about just the shit I'm interested in. And if y'all interested in that and y'all want that, I can do, like, that's easy. Like, that makes my life so much better. like it makes my life better because just like, oh, you guys want to hear about what movie I watched or this and that? Like, oh, what I'm doing with my wife? Like, that's so, like, and it made me think like, oh shit, the AM Wake Up Show is just an extension of my life. Like, okay, just your life. What is interesting to you? What caught your thoughts today? So that I like really felt really good yesterday. I feel and it carried over to today also. And shout out to Dogface.
We want you to win. We want you to win. I'm always checking in, leaving a comment when I'm there. Man, one of the last shows that I listened to like 4 gospel songs, and I'm like,
dude,
that's what he's listening to. I'm just gonna listen to it.
Hey, I got demonetized, and they hit me with so many copyrights on that, but I felt like it was worth it. Like,
that day of the we don't talk about what happened in the Discord, but that day of the Discord was crazy. Like, it was all gospel in the morning, and then it was a mess in the afternoon.
I gotta jump into Discord, man. I gotta see what's going on, and but also for everybody, I'm about to get out of here, get off here, because I got to start prepping and getting ready. I got to do some edits for the reality check that I'm going to put out this week with Headcrack. Dope dude, dope radio. He started with Ricky Smiley on the radio. He's a rapper. He's an actor, all kind of shit. Dope dude doing a lot of big things. He worked with local astronauts on a few records. But today is relatable with Luck on Good Luck TV. So please, if you can, go check out Relatable. We're trying to run it up on Luck's page. You want to build up Luck's page. I really love that dude. I support him, and I want the best for him. So let's go. So shout out to you, Alex, man. Hopefully you get back in the groove of chopping it up with us in the morning. But, we here, man. And I hear what you guys are saying.
Also, you got a lot going on. Put 100% into everything. You know, we don't expect you to do more. We don't expect you to do less. We just want you to give 100%, and that's what you're trying to do, and that's what we're all trying to do. Good day to have a good day.
Good day to have a good day. Straight up. All right, Alex, have a good one, brother. Much love.
All right, peace.
Okay, guys. I am going to get out of here. I got to start prepping and getting ready for the day. Come to the Discord at your own. I'm a little nervous to go to Discord because I'm probably going if I see too much, I'm gonna just close my eyes and leave. I don't want to be a hater on the Discord. I want y'all to have what y'all got. Oh shoot. Oh, Sexy Nate. Yep, I did see that. Long live LS, man. Great day to have a great day. All y'all have a good one. Ghetto Cafe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back tomorrow in the morning. And if I'm not back tomorrow in the morning, guess what? I'll do a message like Sexy Nate says, like Nate told me. At least leave us a heads up and say what's going on. Dogface, Alex, Sizzle Show, Hey Bloss, Sunshine. Appreciate all y'all, man. It's all love all the time. Y'all go out there, be great. And I'm out of here. And then 11 o'clock, 2 hours will be on Relatable on Lux channel. I'm going to start on the YouTube to send y'all over there and on my channel to send y'all over. And let's get to Lux page, man. All love, all the time. Y'all have a good one. Ghetto Cafe, stand up. It's the AM Wake Up Show with Rios, the #1 morning show in the whole wide world, Craig. Boom.